I'd like to introduce my audience: Eduardo Castañeda, Gibbs Keaton, and Chris Perez. And my speech will be over the sport of soccer. The sport of soccer has evolved over the years, changed, and actually been around for longer than most people think. Soccer is a sport that's played outdoor with 11 players opposing, 11 players on the offensive side. Also, in the indoor, we got 5-on-5, and it's played during the winter seasons. As you can see here, I have a size 1 ball and a size 5. In the professional league, they usually use about 5, maybe a slightly larger, and 1 is usually just to work on your coordination. The game of soccer started about 2nd or 3rd century BC. It was used by the Chinese military to train in the hand-eye coordination. They used it in their attacking strategies for offensive tactic. And the football league started, the FA, Football Association, started in about 1863 and 26th of October. Now to speak a little bit about the basics and 3 major points of soccer. We have shooting, we have dribbling, and we have passing. Shooting is probably one of the most difficult in the upper leagues, because there's slightly any time to shoot, to take a shot, and you got to work and decide either if you want to finesse it or do you want to put power behind it. Passing is a part of the sport that you have to pass with confidence. You have to know your pass before you even get the ball, and usually it's done with the inside of the foot for more accuracy. But the outside of the foot is also being used for swerving the ball if or not. And dribbling is probably one of the most difficult if you're a beginner. It's used to get past the defenders. It's used to open up space on the field, and the speed has increased dramatically since the game started. Players such as Cristiano Ronaldo, who have great foot speed, or you have players like Lionel Messi, who have great footwork and lots of speed overall with the ball at their feet. One of the players that doesn't use their foot or shoot really mostly is the keepers, and they're the ones that are in charge of blocking the balls. Basically, soccer is a sport that's played on about 110 yards by 90 yards goal surface. You have 2 goals on either side, and it's scored for every time. You get 1 point for every time you shoot the ball into the net. There is such thing as an own goal. No matter how you place the ball into the goal, the ball's a goal. For instance, if you were to shoot the ball and it hits off an opposing defender and goes into the goal, it's still counted as a goal. There's no such thing as goaltending or nothing like that as in the basketball sport. And another part about dribbling is it's a skill that you basically have to practice for every day to become better, to learn new moves, watching other people play. And the passing part of it, you just got to be, team chemistry is a big factor, where the more you play with somebody, you know what kind of runs they'll make, what type of cuts they'll make, and you run through and practice with different drills. Soccer will be around for many years to come. There's many tournaments. You have the UEFA Champions League that's actually going on right now. They're in the semifinals with big teams such as Real Madrid, Manchester United, and Barcelona, which are like some of the major teams that are out there playing right now, most competitive. You have the Spanish League, we have MLS, but each individual league has its own cup where they compete for the #1 spot in the league. The World Cup, of course, is probably the most common, where everybody hears about it, and that's basically, you're the origin, like you have to be born in that country in order to play for that team, no matter what club you play for. And you're competing basically against 32 different teams. And I'd like to thank you for your time today, and hopefully you guys, next time you see 2 soccer goals, you know what it means, and hopefully you know what's going on the court. Thank you. That was fucking terrible.